Level 5 got Riz, Livy done rizzing up baby Gronk, Ice Spice what the dog doing, Skibbity Toilet in real life only in Ohio.
Have you ever wondered what the words rizzing got mean? And asked yourself, why are all these words popping up for some odd reason out of the blue? Well, for most of you normies out there, even though you're tech savvy, have pretty much been in the loop when it comes to watching content, there's still a big chance that you don't even understand where these words originally came from. And to you, it's just pretty much basic memes. New words that even came about from the original words, like crash out or aura, which all come from one place. Actually, 3 different places: YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Today your boy wants to talk about how some of these words came about and how pretty much streamers ruined an entire generation. It truly began with Adin Ross. Like, no matter how much you hate him, at the end of the day, many people give him credit for putting a lot of black content creators on, even if it wasn't done purposely. For some reason, if you still don't know who Adin Ross is, Adin is pretty much a streamer who rose to fame by doing this.
Oh shit. Damn, you have a nice ass.
Well, that's 50% of what he did. But the main attraction was Adin Ross inviting rappers to his stream. Music artists like Polo G, Blueface, NLE Choppa, and the infamous Playboy Cardi stream. The thing about Adin Ross is that not only was he pretty much starting a new trend and a new wave for Twitch, but he was also pretty much the forerunner and pioneer when it came down to the WL community, especially with the creation of SSB. WL was pretty much certified at this point, and the WL community pretty much is just a clump of many different YouTubers but decide to migrate to Twitch. And in a weird way, when it comes to the WL community, you could also think of it like the black community being the WL community and the poggers community being pretty much the majority white community. Streamers who were originally streamers who started their careers off of Twitch and adapted to the Twitch lingo that runs around it. And if you were a follower of the WL community, even pre-WL community, when we had content creators like Flight Reacts, Cash Nasty, Soluminati, Your Rage when he was streaming with no face cam, you would have noticed during the 2018 all the way up into quarantine that many content creators from YouTube were starting to migrate to Twitch. Nowadays you'll see content creators like I'm Dante, RDC World, the whole of AMP, and even at some point of time before his banning, Speed, streaming on this platform known as Twitch. But one person that stood out from AMP was Kai Cenat. And what a lot of people fail to realize about Kai Cenat is how young he actually is. Kai was born December 16, 2002. He is literally 1 year older than me. So it's very weird seeing many content creators who are young out there pretty much controlling an entire generation just by the content that they are supplying. And as his entertainment progressed, he ended up becoming the #1 streamer on the platform. But with great power comes great responsibility, and things really took a turn once Kai Cenat and Duke Dennis started using the word Riz. Will be the same exact word that millions of kids, including adults, will start using on a day-to-day basis. The word Riz has been a thing in the past, but no one was genuinely using it in a sentence. Riz meaning charisma, on how your game is when picking up girls. And the reason why this word was able to spread so fastly, TikTok. And knowing how kids' attention span is when it comes to TikTok and short form content, I mean, it's like someone obtained the holy grail, because majority of them are already iPad kids and are already on social media absorbing the brain rot. It has become such a popular word that they literally added this word into the dictionary. Like, no, it's actually in the dictionary. It's a word now. It really opens your eyes and shows you the true power of social media. It also reminds me of the word phantom tax, the word that makes me mad when I hear many people use it, because majority of the time they're not using it correctly at all. As a matter of fact, they're not even supposed to be using this word because it was originally associated with one person, Phantom. Are you guys now starting to see a correlation and starting to see how many of these words are coming from the same places? With social media, it's pretty much a never-ending cycle, and now you have many kids from Gen Alpha combining it with many other Gen Alpha slang like Skibbity Toilet, Ohio, Riz, Phantom Tax. I mean, at this point they're speaking a whole different alien language. I can't be the only person sitting here seeing how weird it is and seeing how pretty much the brain rot and just social media is taking over to you. I mean, we sit here and wonder why depression, why many people want to be fake and phony, when all it is because we're on these devices, platforms that will pretty much tell you how to live your life. A prime example of Gen Z slang out there that originally wasn't supposed to be as big as it is, but was accidentally started because of the fan base, is yacht. Most notably from Your Rage. And as someone who's a viewer of Your Rage, especially during a time when he was using this word when it wasn't big at all, seeing how this word is being used by so many people is so weird. Like, think about it. So many normies are using this Gen Z slang, or even Gen Alpha slang if you want to call it, but they have never interacted or watched these content creators at all. The reason why yacht is even a thing is because of the fact that your Rage's fan base was actually making fun of him by the way he was saying it. Yeah, yacht might have been a thing in the past, but it wasn't popular to the point where everyone was talking about it.
The only definition, only video you need to see about what gyat means. Gyat. G-Y-A-T-T. Origin. Goddamn. I did not create the origin. Origin has been used for many centuries, but everybody used to say goddamn or golly, but I said it weird. I'd always say gyat. I would never say goddamn. Chat realized that, in a way of making fun of me in 2020, they started typing gyat to mock me. Nobody used to say gyat. They'd be like, goddamn. So in 2020, when YG started saying gyat and taking it to TikTok and YouTube and Twitter, the normies caught it. The jits caught it. Kai Cenat's community caught it. And that's why gyat is being destroyed, abused, used, abused all over the internet.
At the end of the day, this video is to shed light on how streamers sadly ruined an entire generation. Completely accidentally. All these streamers were trying to do was make content for their audience. Who would have expected that their audience would take these words and take it to TikTok? And now kids below the age of 13 are using these words. It reminds me of the days of Fortnite. But I would go as far as to say the Fortnite days were completely better with kids than this brain rot we have now. And hopefully this video pretty much explains why these words are even out there today and how powerful social media really is. And moral of the story is, take everything with a grain of salt and do just you. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you guys would want to see in the future. And as always, it's Josh, keeping it real, signing off.